Hey, Jules Blessed Vegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. It's my 2nd year anniversary of Jules Blessed Vegan. I even wore the same top that I wore in the introductory video. Kind of see a little bit of a difference here. I pray. Oh my gosh, what a journey, people. But before I get into my reflection, I want to go ahead and do Self-Care September because some people are like, wait, where is it? And this is for today. Today's intention was to actually look at videos or photos that make you happy from another time. So a little bit of memory lane, which is super appropriate as I celebrate my 2 years. So it was literally, for those of you who are just joining us, we're just caring for ourselves, free intentions for 30 days that I'm providing. Doesn't matter if it's September, doesn't matter what day it is. But our another intention for today, the 22nd day, was to just find some happy memories in video form, in photograph form, and just reflect on a moment. Is that something you want to recapture? I don't know. Is it something you can just rejoice in? If it brings up sorrow or other emotions for you, is that okay? It should be okay. You definitely want to just take a moment. I was looking at some pictures. I was looking at that first Jules Blessed Vegan video and seeing how much had changed over time. For tomorrow, because I always like to be a day ahead, though my day got away from me yesterday, which is why I'm happy to be checking back in. Tomorrow is to let go of other people's expectations of you. Like, stop being so concerned about what other people are wanting of you, what they perceive you to be. You know your truth. You know who you are. Don't look through their view. Look through your view and see if you can self-care enough to say, I know my truth. I know where I'm going. I know what I want to be. So there's no way, everybody just gets a really small vision, a small glimpse of our truth, right? In many ways, God is so merciful, and I will chalk this up to the Father. He's so merciful that he doesn't even reveal our truth to us all at once because we couldn't possibly handle it. It makes me think of how we can't possibly handle seeing God in his entirety. It would literally, burn us, like we would disintegrate in front of the power of God. Sometimes in mercy, he doesn't let us have all our memories. He doesn't let us have all our future self because we can only handle the present, right? So, okay, again, today, the 22nd, Jules Blessed Vegan's anniversary. Today was to get some happy photos or videos of yourself to reflect on. And tomorrow is to let go of the perception, the image, the box that people have you in, and just know your truth. And that is self-care, straight up, right? All right, people. But in my reflection, I'm Jules, I'm blessed, and I'm vegan. I started that 2 years ago. Just 2.5 years ago, I even thought of anything to do with vegan, didn't know about it, certainly not raw vegan. I was kind of playing around. I found Tanny Raw. She's a social media phenom on every health platform. And I just kind of giggled my way through hundreds of her videos. I was literally binge watching under my blanket because my husband's like, hey, honey, pass the, dead beef on a rack and a side of poison, please. And I happily did it. We were in the thick of it, okay? But I was weighing about 280 pounds. Granted, I had weighed 330 at one point, but I was super uncomfortable. I had just come back up to 280 pounds. I'd gotten down to like 202, and I panicked, and in one breath or an extremely large meal, I was suddenly back up to 280 pounds. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I've got to change something. So that's kind of what was going on. I came upon Tanny Raw. I ended up doing a raw reset. It was the first one. And it was in July, 2 years ago, July. It was all foreign to me. I didn't know what half the terms meant. I didn't know what so many of the recipes, the suggested foods and things that she had. I was like, whatever, it's super interesting. I don't know if I can do this, but I just listened. One thing that she suggested was that everybody has a story to tell, and she told me to tell mine. I mean, she told the whole group, but I took it personal, as I do, to tell my story. And it was like, it doesn't matter what your story is, it's unique to you. You're the only person who has that story. So I thought, okay, I didn't even know how to do a YouTube, channel. I certainly didn't know how to do Instagram, like any of that, but I went ahead. And then I was thinking, okay, I'm going to do a quick Jules Blessed Vegan video. It's September 22nd, about 100 days before the new year. And I usually do a 100-day before the new year challenge. I'm not there right now. But I was thinking, what should I do? And I thought, and what am I going to call it? Like, what if this becomes something? So I thought, well, people call me Jules when they're being loving. I'm definitely blessed in that I know the Lord, not necessarily material and things like that, but I know God. And I'm striving to be vegan. Like, I certainly wasn't there yet. And I faltered a few times after that, but I was striving for it. So I was like, what if I just say Jules Blessed Vegan? So I went with Jules Blessed Vegan. I definitely wanted to say welcome to my channel. And I had no idea that that would stick and that I would go ahead with every video saying, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, in the beginning, I used to say, I hope you could benefit. But by the second year, as I was growing, I realized I wanted to affirm that I knew people could benefit. So I know you could benefit. And I got into the confidence of saying that, which was fantastic. And then I was just realizing, you know, whether we recognize it or not day to day, we are blessed. I mean, we're breathing. God chose to create us. He doesn't make junk. You know, when we look at other countries, if you're from the United States, certainly, you just by virtue of being in the United States at all are already blessed and more privileged than most. I mean, it's just true. The levels vary per person, but there's no doubt that if for some reason you were fortunate enough to end up here, you're more fortunate than most. So I thought, you know what, I can say with confidence. And also people are hurting and they need to be reminded and know that they're blessed. And so that's how that ending came about. And it just kind of became a thing. And it kind of became, you know, the introduction and the conclusion to every single video. And I love it. In terms of people, I actually only had 17 people for the first 6 months. And I was like, okay, well, I certainly don't advertise. I think after that, I started actually saying occasionally on my Facebook or on my Instagram, which again was new to me, hey, I happen to have a YouTube channel. You might want to come. I didn't mind people not coming because I was just building content. And I thought, look, I'll just get to 100 videos and then I'll tell people. I'll get to 200 videos. You know, finally I was like, I'll celebrate my 500th. It never quite happened too much. Like seriously, after the first year, I was at like 69 and then finally a little over 100. Here we are just at the 2-year mark today and I'm just shy of 200. And I'm okay. I think God is like that sometimes. He's like, you know what? The people who find you are the right people and it's the message they need in the moment. And I can certainly accept that and rejoice in that. So I just wanted to say, I'm Jules, I'm blessed, I'm vegan, I'm stoked to be here. And cheers to the beginning of year 3 on Jules Blessed Vegan. And thank you so much for being part of this small but elite community and for checking in. As always, like as you, forgive me, I say it every time, like if you like, join us if you haven't, subscribe. And I always say it a little different, subscribe, so that your ear goes, wait, what? The intonation changed, what? It doesn't work, but I say it anyway. And until we talk again, best of all, and I love to say that, know that you are blessed. Peace out, y'all.